Revenge films.
My name is Sean. I'm 23 years old and I'm an ordinary office worker. I don't make much money though, but my parents love gambling and they always go into debt. What makes it worse was that they both couldn't keep the same job for long. Apparently they were celebrities in the past. My mom was a model, and my dad also appeared on magazines as a model. Actually, I think they have strong visuals and great bodies compared to normal people, but it seemed like their habit of extravagant spending hasn't left them yet. I hated my parents for being like that, and after I graduated high school, I found a job and left their house. It was my grandparents who took care of me, but they both passed away when I was in middle school, so I felt nothing when I left their house. I got a call from my parents, and I visited them after a year and a half. I could have ignored them, but I thought I should pray for my grandparents once in a while. At the entrance, I asked my parents, "Just tell me what you want already. I bet you want to ask me for money again."
How dare you speak like that to your father?
Yes, you forgot how we took care of you all these years and never even bothered to visit us.
My parents yelled at me. "You neglected me, pushed all your responsibilities to your parents, but you call yourself a parent? Don't make me laugh. What did you do for me as my parents?"
See, we're treating you like our child right now. Your mother gave birth to you.
So you think being intimidating like a dad is what makes you worthy to call yourself a parent? And the reason why I don't visit is because I don't want you begging me for money so often.
Huh, it's not easy to cut ties with your parents. That's why you visited us today after we called you.
You're completely wrong. I'm here because I wanted to pray for my grandpa and grandma after a long time. I'm not here to meet you. Is that all you wanted to say? I'm gonna visit my grandparents and leave.
Nope, it's not over yet. There's someone I want you to meet.
Huh? Who are you talking about? My parents and I headed to the guest room. This house was built by my grandparents, and it was pretty spacious with a firm build. On the chair in the guest room, there was a woman I've never seen before. She looked around 20, and she was pretty fat. There were also several men standing around her who looked like they were her servants. I asked my dad, "Who the hell is she?"
How dare you speak like that to the person who'll be your future wife?
Huh? When I glanced at the woman, she lightly bowed.
Nice to meet you, Sean. No, we've actually met in the past, but it's a long time ago, so you might not remember. My name is Rose.
Rose? I tried to recall something from my memory, but I couldn't.
I might have some flaws, but I hope we can...
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I really don't understand what's going on. It looks like they lied to her about getting my consent to this marriage. After they lost in a gamble, they had no money, so they quickly agreed to Rose's offer to get married to me.
Get married to her right now! The dowry she's gonna pay us would be enough for us to live 10 years without working!
My dad yelled. My toxic parents were trying to make me marry this fatty because of their debt. You're horrible! This is basically human trafficking!
No, how dare you say that? It's just that the parents are arranging a marriage for their child.
Seeing me and my dad yell at each other, Rose said,
Would you not want to marry a fatty like me?
No, it's not about your body. You might be a bit chubby, but you have beautiful facial features.
Wow, Thank you so much. Or do you already have a crush on someone?
No, I can accept this offer if we're gonna date each other before we actually get married. Then my dad suddenly cut into our conversation.
Hey, Sean, what are you saying? Just get married to her. We need the money.
Rose said to my parents,
This is our problem, but we're the ones who offered to pay a large amount of dowry, so we'll pay you the price right away. Even if we end up not getting married, you wouldn't have to return it to us.
Oh, then do whatever you want. I don't care about my son's marriage.
Then please sign this agreement form.
On the agreement form, it said that they agreed not to meddle with both me and Rose from now on, but my parents didn't even bother to read it. It looked like they could only think about the money they were about to get. I have some requirements too. You leave this house built by Grandpa and Grandma. I always hated how you lived in this house as if you owned it, although they were the ones who worked hard for it. This house is full of memories for me as well.
Huh! We don't want to live in such an old house as this anyways.
We came to an agreement. After praying to my grandparents, I left the house. I rode in the car with a driver and I headed to Rose's house. I greeted her parents there. They advised that I stay over the night. Rose visited my bedroom.
Then let's do it.
As soon as she said that while blushing, I thought, oh, my life is over. But it turns out,
Then let's have a talk, shall we?
she said that. Then she started talking about her past. It turns out that she was living in the neighborhood and was bullied at school. And I was the one who stood up for her. She was now a full-grown adult, so she took action for her first love. After we started dating, she became happy and she quickly lost weight. A big factor of her weight loss was her hard work to become a beautiful woman who deserved to be with me. I supported her throughout, and I jogged with her as well as calculated the calories when we ate. Within a year, because she had beautiful facial features, she turned into a glamorous beauty. By that time, I had fallen for both her hard-working personality and her beautiful appearance. After a year and a half of dating, we got married. One day, we ran into my parents when we were on a date.
Oh, Sean, what great timing. Give us some money.
What did you do with that dowry? I thought it was enough for you to live without working for 10 years.
We already used it up on gambling.
It's only been a year and a few months. I can't believe it.
I don't care. Just let us borrow 10,000 to start with.
Who would ever lend you money? Everyone knows you'll never pay me back.
Hey, you sure about that? You're cheating on your wife, aren't you? We can tell that fatty about it.
With a creepy smile, he looked at my wife. Huh?
I know you also married her for her money. It hasn't been long since you got married to her, but you're already cheating on her. If you don't want me to tell her that you're cheating on her with a glamorous beauty, give me money.
Nah, she's Rose.
Huh? You're that fatty? You look completely different, huh? You used to look so ugly.
No way, that fatty?
Both my mom and dad were shocked. I won't forgive you if you ever insult my wife. And you seem to have forgotten about it, but you signed the agreement. You agreed not to meddle with us anymore.
You're cutting ties with your parents, you horrible son!
Serves you right. Goodbye. I ignored my parents' begging, and we left the scene. To pay back their debts, I heard they're reluctantly working night jobs. I think it suits them very well for them who made fun of others' appearances and bragged about their looks all the time. Looks like they still spend money extravagantly, so I bet they'll be in a loophole of debt for the rest of their lives.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.